tell you guys every week, but I am 2Dems. Do your Googles.
Google.
Dancing, DK, watch your back, as I am the best member of the DSS. I'm going to pass it to my partner, Pause.
Cole Sinisi, Don Cologne in the building, the one and only, a.k.a. L. Coolins, a.k.a. C-Note.
Yes, sir.
A.k.a. Hollywood Cole,
Come
a.k.a.
on.
Dog Dad.
Let's get it.
Coming for your left there, your right there, surround sound, smart
It is.
speakers, portable speakers, you name it, we are there.
You better believe it.
Episode 261.
Uh-huh.
Let's get it.
Eman G45.
That's facts.
G solid in the name. The 45 is silent.
It is.
Yes, sir.
Genghis in the building.
Big facts. Big Genghis.
Tin for Hat Eames.
Yeah.
The
Facts.
Prince of the East.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Black Mamba Dove. GAM.
Yeah.
Let's get straight into it.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
My God's better than your God.
Yeah,
John
let's not forget,
3:16,
let's not
all that
forget.
other stuff. Your God's fake. He's been fake.
Your
Can't do nothing.
Where's food?
Your God's probably asleep.
Fugazi.
Nah, he's Fugazi. That's
It's a
what he is.
Fugazi. It's a Fugazi.
Yeah. So.
Hey, what do you mean? What are you trying to do?
I'm walking here. Word to my New Yorkers. All right. Episode. Let's get it. Kanye West announces new album, Bully. Do we care?
No. Next topic.
This is going to be a very short podcast.
Hey, man, listen, man.
I'm over it, man.
I listened to Graduation the other day, and I was just,
All right.
I was just sat in the car, just annoyed, because he was spitting like rent was due.
How do you... What?
He was spitting like rent was due.
Yeah, he was.
And now he's just literally fried. So I don't really
Word
know
to the
what
song.
I don't really know what to expect or care at this point when it comes to his music.
Yeah, Vultures 1 had some highlights, and you can see why he is who he is. But that Vultures 2, I don't know.
Forgettable.
Yeah. He's having a whale of a time performing in East Asia. And the performances look good.
Yeah.
He looks healthy.
He looks healthier today.
Yeah.
Because he shaved.
It's a shame because you see things like that, and I don't want to equate or gas up the Super Bowl, but you think, if there's an artist that could have done it, it's
Of course
him.
he can.
But they can't afford
they
to
won't
put
let
a
him
mic
do
in
it.
front of him. They cannot ever.
Him doing a Super Bowl ad is even insane.
Yeah.
It's too much risk.
We spent all the money, so this is the Super Bowl ad. He spent all the money on the ad.
He's an idiot, man.
It's true though.
Oh, that's
To try and get on there, it's like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
7 million, no. And then
Yeah.
he did make an ad, so it was just him recording in his car.
He's
And it was brilliant.
Yeah, it was. I mean, listen, I'm
Yeah.
sure the people ran to Yeezy.com after that. So
This is something interesting. So, you know how Drake apparently has denied the Super Bowl
twice.
It's because he might be performing at the World Cup.
Oh, really?
Yeah. At
But we don't have that sort. The World Cup doesn't have that sort of.
they're looking to do something like that.
For the American one, they're going to
Yeah.
try to...
Oh,
Americanize
is it?
Yeah.
That could be a genius move.
But I don't understand why
One shouldn't impact the other, though.
the North American World Cup is working like this.
What do you mean?
It's a North American one. It's not like the World Cup is held in
America
country.
itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Surely not. What do you mean when you say? So what? Is Canada's not going to have a few games? I'm guessing.
Think
There
so.
was a proposed idea where there was a game supposed to be played in like Jamaica.
Oh, nah, they're not gonna. They're
I
not
might
gonna do
be
it.
misinformed.
No, yeah, you definitely have. Because I'm sorry to
Is
Jamaica. I don't think they have the infrastructure to host a game.
No, they did. They had the funding and everything, and that got
Nah,
swiped.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be.
I know it got swiped.
Yeah.
But
The next World Cup is a USA World Cup, to my knowledge, anyway. What 2026? Yeah.
yeah, because the thing is, we were planning to go to like a group of guys. No, it's
Eman, you're right.
So it's North America, and they're gonna
North
have games
America.
dotted around.
Canada, Mexico, and the United States.
Oh, that's gonna be
yeah. So
arse.
Jamaica was supposed to be one of them.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So they just
Actually,
casually left
Mexico
off
definitely has
everybody.
the infrastructure for it. Obviously, the States does. If they ask the NFL teams to give a stadium as well, that could go hard.
Yeah, they got some crazy stadiums.
Yeah, they
in
do.
America now.
And then the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
So
Crazy.
apparently they're trying to do like a Super Bowl performance at the World Cup.
Will it be at halftime?
Yeah,
Because I don't
halftime.
want to
You know
be
they'll
2-0
do it.
down and hear God's plan.
No,
So apparently-
you know they'll do it for sure.
Drake is supposed to be doing that, and
And
guess
that's
what?
why I need a Hondas. And Kane has just stunk up the place. No
Head's gone.
spank you.
Head's gone.
So
No, that'll be a good look. Obviously, the World Cup brings in loads of views.
Oh, the World Cup is the most viewed, especially the World Cup final is the most viewed thing.
Probably, like
Yeah.
ever, I
So it's a clever play. And the reason I
Yeah.
say that is because as big as the Super Bowl is, it's still very much an American sport. Like
Yeah.
I will watch the Super Bowl performance, but I'm not going to watch
the game.
the game.
Yeah.
Whereas I will watch the game and whatever the halftime performance is. So you've got way more eyeballs on you. So it could be a clever play, and it could feed into a potential redemption arc, whether he has one or not. I mean, look, he's got hits for days, so he's fine
He has to put
regardless.
in the work for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
He could do it. He
And
just
he could do it. He could do it.
He
course he
needs to
can.
go quiet.
Yeah.
He has to now. Everything I've seen suggests that continue putting out music ain't gonna work, man. That people aren't eating it up the same. Pause.
Well said.
Yeah, but I mean, the topic was Kanye West releasing Bully.
Couldn't care less.
Yeah,
I'm excited to hear it.
I'm always
and that's
excited
it.
for new Ye music, but I'm like, at this point, do I trust him to put out good quality music?
And that would be
Unfortunately,
3
no.
projects in 1 year. That's
I don't think it
that's-
comes out this year.
Don't tempt that man. You know he would.
No, I think the bigger issue with him is he pushes dates back. This is an anomaly.
Yeah, you're true. You're actually right.
This isn't the norm.
Listen, man, Kanye West fell off.
No, that's actually really sad to
just
say,
here-
man.
I'm just here to say it. Listen to some good Kanye West this weekend, and I've realized. Well, we've all known for a while, but it was just a stark reminder that this man is not musically in the same place.
He's a
anymore.
goat.
He's still got the producer's ear, obviously,
Nah.
but the lyrics and everything he's about. Now,
Oh yeah, the lyrics I just cannot.
Just
It,
like, it's like someone's putting a drill in my ear.
yeah. It's a shame to see, really, because I just have all that talent and it just goes to waste. It's mind-boggling. You hate to see it.
Just executively produce.
He's never gonna. He doesn't.
Please,
I think he
please.
can't. His ego won't let him because the
Just-
best thing he could do is produce a Drake album. If that, I'm being deadly serious. That could save both their careers in this current format. That would be game changing. A Ye produced Drake album. Whoa.
Yeah, that would sound good.
And I know Push had that conversation about I don't even think they sound good together. Name a record, and he could only name Glow. And I know you like Glow, but it's not. Let's be real.
It's just not.
It's not.
It's not great, but at the time, what it meant, how it felt,
Yeah.
was
But I still think that if there's two people who could work magic together, it's them.
Yeah, of course they could, but I don't know if ego would let them.
No, that's the biggest problem. But listen, they're both in a position right now where they might have to. You know, take that ayahuasca, strip that back. You know.
No, not now. Not now.
What? Don't take the ayahuasca now.
Nah, not now.
I'd definitely do it.
Nah, I think right now Drake is in a place where he just needs to He's in a place where he needs to be. That's all it is. Drake is in a place where he needs to be, and he's gonna write rhymes. Like all this other stuff is just loosey. He needs to
Loosey.
write
No name.
rhymes.
Yeah, he does. Still. I'm sure he will.
I hope so, man. Listen, if he hadn't had the year he'd had, No Face would have been incredible. I mean, I know the hook is, you could say it's a bit weak, but he's really getting it in them verses, and that's the level that I need to see him continue to be at. But anyway, the topic was, do we care for a Kanye West album? Long and short is no.
You can keep that.
Okay, next topic. The real enemy is Post Malone. I'm telling y'all.
How did you land on this topic out of curiosity? What
Isn't it
made
Lady
you-
Gaga?
No, it's Post Malone. I promise you.
It's a Lady Gaga, you know.
Tommy Richman
Okay.
came out and unprovoked said, I am not a hip hop artist.
Okay.
Tommy, first of all, no one gives a fuck. No one thought you were a
I mean,
hip hop
Tommy
artist.
Richman. Or Tommy...
$1 Million Baby guy. I ain't messing with the same, baby.
Okay.
Came out and said I'm not a hip hop artist, and it just. And I've just had a personal beef with Post Malone for a little while now. Maybe because I liked him and I felt duped, but I just feel I'm trying to protect the genre, the thing that I love from continuing seeing this, and it just seems that almost like a merry-go-round, certain group of people use the genre that we love, that was created by people that look like us, to get a leg up, and then they bounce.
Like Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga never did hip-hop.
She was hip hop adjacent.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, what? Because she was rocking with
Wale.
Akon, Convict Music.
Convict Music.
I
Wale,
don't know. I don't think
Wale.
that wasn't egregious.
The first album had some.
No, I'm not letting Lady Gaga catch.
And I came to.
I actually am with you. You know. Now the more I think
Are you?
about it,
What are we talking about? Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Is it? You know what?
The sound, that was the sound at the time. So I'm not gonna fault her for trying to be a pop star and making the sound at the
but
time.
then if you compare it to everything else you put out after that,
I hear it, but I don't think like fucking Post Malone came out and his lead single was White Iverson. He had braids, he had grills, and he had a Rolls Royce in the desert. He was trying
it's
to
more egregious. I get it.
put on an image.
I
And
understand,
that shit, I'm just trying to. The Tommy Richman shit just made me say, look, I'm not letting this happen again. I'm not watching this unfold. This shit is embarrassing when it happens the first time around. And what's my man on the charts for now? Country music. I had some help with him and Morgan Wallen. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, but I think that's just the industry standard.
Like I don't have an issue with people flirting with different genres, but it just seems like it's obviously you used it, and then some of the comments that have come out, I just feel like when people say I'm not hip hop, it actually sounds like you're saying I'm not black, or I'm not what that thing that them man are doing over there.
Yeah.
I'm not with it.
But the Tommy Richman thing, because I actually listened to this project, funnily enough.
It was
okay, but
Okay.
it doesn't have either of the tracks on there. Devil is a Lie or $1 Million Baby, and it made me think maybe he's kind of doing this
that's
in
even worse.
a. I thought the opposite. Maybe he made the music and thought, okay, this sounds good. I'm gonna put this out. Obviously, both songs blew up, and he's actually been. I don't know much about him, but the little I've seen is that apparently he doesn't really want to be that type of artist. So he's actually made a
trying to
conscious
pivot.
effort to put out a project with two of the biggest songs of his career omitted from it. Now, you're only going to do that if you're stupid or you actually want to consciously not associate with that.
It's such an odd.
Because if he put it on the album
Yeah.
and then he came out and said, oh, I'm not hip hop, then it looks more egregious
That's-
because he's like, oh, I'm not hip hop,
Bless
but
you.
stream my album which has the biggest hip hop songs of the year. But he's actually consciously not included them. And I think that takes balls because
Yeah, I hear it.
you're not gonna get
I
the
agree with
streams.
you in that it takes balls, but somehow it makes it feel even worse. I don't know. It just feels
but
like
he's
you're
not been around long enough and he's a producer.
I'm okay. No,
So
to your,
I think it's not-
I'm
it's
not.
not a-
My
it's
issue
not a-
isn't really so much with Tommy.
It's not
Tommy
a Post
just
Malone
made
situation.
me.
The Post Malone will not hear it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why I wanted to discuss it, because the Post Malone one, Tommy's thing, just made me think back to the Post Malone one. I was like, I don't know if we've really discussed it, and that's who people should be dissing. They should be. I don't know how more rappers aren't going for my man's head. Like, pause, because that shit was insane. Like, what he did was insane.
But Post's team are very smart though, because at the end of the day, he's looked at the climate and said, look, I have peaked at the peak of streaming rap and hip hop. And since those 2 years of Stoney and beer pongs and Bentleys, streaming from a hip hop perspective has been on the decline. So he's made the conscious effort to put out more country music because country music's on the up. And he's
It's
white, so
nasty
he can
work,
get
though.
away with it. So
It's-
if anything, it makes him more of a. He's not even just a hip hop culture vulture. He's just a culture vulture in general.
It's also the genre he chose to pivot to.
But it
Like,
makes sense.
it's
That's what's
m-
selling right now.
it's
No,
mad.
but that's
what's selling.
that's his roots.
Going from hip hop to country is bananas.
Well, what about Beyonce?
And that album was terrible. I'll tell her.
But good ass point. And it went number one.
Yeah, but it was gonna go number one. Look
Yeah.
at her. Listen, off topic. She's looking great.
She looks
man.
unbelievable.
I don't. She might be in the top 5. I've never really been a Beyonce person like that, but
She looks
the
unbelievable
doctor
still.
did amazing work.
She looks unbelievable still.
Oh,
She looks unbelievable. She's always looked unbelievable.
had to
but she actually
reshuffle,
looks
had to
unbelievable,
reshuffle.
unbelievable.
I didn't know she was like 5'5".
Is it?
Yeah.
Who was it recently that
she
you
was
was
taller.
shocked was tall or not tall?
Schoolboy Q.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, a lot of these
his album was growing on me. Like
Unbelievable.
Two.
I thought you liked Blue Lips,
I did,
but even more so.
but more so now.
There's a song on Blue Lips that it weren't for me, but
Yeah.
I can appreciate it was a good album.
I think.
Which song
I
was
think.
it?
What's it?
I'm gonna find out.
Schoolboy Q could probably be more of an artist for you, Demi, than Kendrick Lamar.
No, he definitely is. There's
Yeah.
no question about
Okay,
that.
cool,
I've really enjoyed Schoolboy Q in I just think this was a bit more experimental.
Yeah, very
And
experimental.
it's just my ear didn't vibe with it. But 100% out of TDE, he's probably my favorite.
He's my favorite too.
Yeah, like Oxymoron, brilliant. Blank Face LP, great. Crash Talk is Crash Talk, but yeah, the song is Thank God for Me. The beat switch up. Oh man, he really got busy.
Nigga, go to hell, you went fair.
Yeah.
Hey, why bitch do what I say?
Yeah,
Hey.
nah, he went in.
Yeah, he cooked, man.
But yeah, no, my beef will be with Post. It's more the comments as well that he made whilst he was doing hip hop. You know that hip hop can't make you feel things, or you know, he made it sound like it's a very surface level sort of genre. And that never stood with me. Even you wanna throw in another pop star, how Miley got away with it.
The Miley one was gross.
Yeah, used hip hop and its likeness to create her whole album bangers, and then came out and had an issue with hip hop. I was like, bro, you were the one twerking up on the stage on Robin Thicke. No one asked you to do that.
With a dildo.
Yeah, shit was insane.
Like, it's not a case where I don't know, man.
I'm just asking us to be more careful when we allow certain people through, man.
I did like feeling myself though. I be in the club, bottles on. I'm feeling myself.
What? How will I am?
Got the other person.
Listen.
I like that song. I can't ever lie to you.
No, don't blame me. She was
But then
getting
would
some
you say
hits
the
off.
same for Justin Bieber?
No, because JB gave back, and
He was there with Lil Twist.
No, but JB gave back and
Where's
was
Lil Twist?
actually true to the genre. Journals, he wanted to put that out. I think he had to release it more as a mixtape, but Journals was great. He's really
Yeah.
giving back to the culture, I feel.
He-
JB's different.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put JB in that list. I hear what you're saying. You put JT in the list over JB.
Oh, yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting topic. I do think Post definitely exploited and used hip hop, but now to see what he's doing with country.
Yeah,
if
it's just
anything,
nasty
I
work,
think
man.
It's
I'm watching
nasty
it in
work,
live.
but it's good business.
No, I can't.
Yes.
Listen, I can't
It's
deny
nasty
that.
work,
but
it's fantastic business. He's still, he literally saw his. We all saw the decline in his albums after. Was it? I don't know what the peak one was. Was it Beer Pongs or was it one before that?
it was Beer Pongs and
Stone.
Ben. I mean,
both of them streamed.
Yeah.
They was probably the most streamed albums from the 2010s. It was the one after that where he was like, "Oh, rah, this isn't working," and then he just pivoted very quickly, and he's still up there now. as a
Yeah.
result.
I mean,
So,
look, hell of a chess move, but I don't have to like the moves that you take.
No, I hear you. You couldn't pay me money to listen to a Post Malone album at this point. In
No.
his career. No chance.
There's no way. When I saw the track list for that album, if he's got 8 diamond singles to his name, all of them are hip hop or rap adjacent.
Yeah.
Bro, you've used the thing and you've absolutely washed it.
And
Like,
man's rich for life.
I'm not. I don't have a problem. Get your coin. Like, that's not my issue. I just,
Anyway,
protect him. I just don't like being duped. And I thought he was the guy.
you've done it well still.
You're clearly not.
You've done it well.
See it from a mile away, to be fair.
Yeah, and
So did
that's what I'm saying.
Charlemagne.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Listen, respect.
That Breakfast Club interview
Yeah.
is so funny now in hindsight.
Yeah, 100%.
Because he was onto him.
Yeah, he saw it.
Yeah, he was
And I wish
onto
I'd been
him.
more. Because I think I'm more upset because I really like Post.
Yeah, fair
And
enough.
I was disappointed to see the direction he's gone in. And I just feel, I don't know, if we pivot to dance music or something, I would have been it would have been more palatable. But to country, which is the total opposite. And you know how certain people in that genre feel about us, man. When it came to feel how you feel about Lil Nas X, but when it came to that genre celebrating Old Town Road and saying this is a country song, or at least saying it has country inspirations, I'm like, get that little out of here.
Listen, man, Shabuzi. Everybody in the club, everybody in the bar getting tipsy.
That song's us.
Everybody in the bar getting tipsy.
Oh,
Everybody in the club getting tipsy.
that song is so bad. And I can't.
It's been number one for like 15
Yeah, no,
weeks,
he's
bro.
gone
Exactly.
clear.
He's
clear.
gone.
Exactly.
That shows you the state of affairs.
Where are we
Country
at right now?
is slapping up rap. Rap is finished in America, bro. Rap is finished here.
Hip hop is dead.
We're in trouble, lads. The music
Yeah.
industry is in trouble, bro.
Oh, the music industry in general is
We're
in
in trouble, man.
Which segues very nicely to the third and maybe final topic of this week. Hollywood and celebrity is dying, and
It's a
it's
very interesting
fascinating
period
to
right now.
watch in
Yeah.
real time. Now, I think COVID killed it because I feel like in the 2010s, celebdom was at its height. You know, people were damn near being worshipped. I'm not saying that hasn't always been the case, but social.
is Nigerian.
Huh? Yeah, he is. His name is Nigerian. They just couldn't pronounce it.
Shabuzi.
Yeah. Jordan had a Tunj as well.
Okay. Right, I see it now.
Yeah, his
Shabuzi.
homeboys couldn't pronounce his name, so that's how they came up with his tag, which is crazy.
You know who was onto Shabuzi from early? Shouts out to Sophie.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Your girl?
Yeah, she played me a song from Shabuzi time ago. I said, what?
Shabuzi's
I'm like,
on
get this off Maserado. Turn this shit off.
Beyonce. I don't know how you do it, but Spaghetti is one of the worst beats I've ever heard.
Is this on Cowboy Carter?
No,
Or
yeah.
is this- I can't remember how it goes.
But she calls herself
Is it the only song on it that's like trap?
Yeah.
I can't remember how it goes, but I know.
that
what
she
you're on about.
she calls herself Thanos.
You gotta get this bar up. I
That's
gotta
trash, man.
That nose
That's
is
spilt
crazy.
milk.
Turn that. You know Jay's on the booth like.
But the beat is so bad. I'm gonna play it. I don't give a fuck. Spotify, take us down.
You just play the first like couple of 5 seconds, and I think we should be. I like the beat.
Oh, I think it's arse. It's on the same level for me. And I know it's popular to hate on the beat now after the fact, but single ladies. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow.
And that is two Dems.
No, it's that beat is universally hated.
Yeah, that beat is awful.
Wow, wow.
Because the video was so crazy, everybody loved
Yeah.
it. But for the most part, that song is a bit. Anyway,
But yeah,
digress.
celebdom is dying,
Sorry.
and I'll tell you what killed it. Well, COVID had a massive impact on it.
Celebdom. Okay, yeah, cool.
I don't know. Well, we're coining it. It didn't help when in 2020 everyone was locked up in their homes, and then they decided to do that Imagine song that was led by Gal Gadot, and they all sang it, and we were just supposed to accept it. They got crashed on for that. Then during COVID, celebrities did a lot of things where it's like, well, you're not following the rules, it's us against them, and it really helped to prove that how shitty some of these people are. Now we're here, and I think post-COVID, constantly trying to put the message in films hasn't helped, and the talent at the moment just isn't there. And I think we're seeing it now in films. People are constantly playing the same role. They're not pushing themselves, and that's why you can see when a film really does push the envelope or introduces an interesting idea. That's why it tends to pop off and do well and enters the cultural zeitgeist. But for the most part, even music as well, some of the people that are being allowed to break through, they just ain't it. And then the talent-wise, because of social media, anyone can come through the door. And because of that, it's just really, I don't know, the stories they're even trying to tell. You look at what happened with Star Wars: The Acolyte, for example. I don't think any of us watched that, but just from what I was seeing, just quality-wise, everything seems down, and it's not helping Hollywood and celebrity. On top of the fact, it's becoming abundantly clear they're all shitty people who have let shitty things go on for
that's
years.
the point I wanted to make. Yeah, so celebrity, the fandom of certain celebrities was high before COVID. COVID happened, then it was either you're for vaccines or you're not for vaccines. Don't have to get into it. We already know what it is. Then that happened. And then on top of that, there was the political.
Well, that's it. Yeah, that's another point.
So there's vax, no vax. Then there's a political, and then there's people like Ellen DeGeneres showcasing, like, doing like positive image this whole entire time, and then showcasing like how she is a great person. And everybody at the workplace is saying, no, you're actually a piece of shit. Dirt, man. Like, you are the worst of the worst. We don't want to chill with you. We don't like you. And then you take our work and then give it to someone else and then not pay us. So there was that. So then people were being exposed on top of that.
The exposure has been real. It's really hurt them.
Yeah. And then at the same time, OnlyFans was picking up. So people's attention may have gone somewhere else.
I feel like the curtain has been peeled back.
Isolation. A lot of people have been in isolation, so everyone's thinking for themselves, or people are anxious by themselves. They're not anxious. They're not in a place where it's like a normal environment.
And do you know what celebrities have confused is they think now we give a fuck about what they're talking about or what they're selling. And I think the fact that that's happened is a very dangerous and slippery slope. I don't want to hear your political views on stuff. I don't care what you think too tough. I don't want to be sold to, the human eye is even trained for it now. If you go on Instagram and you can tell that something is an ad, you automatically skip past it. And that celebrities are now just I feel like they're just trying to peddle stuff to us. And in a time where there's just so much to it, it's just...
No, not even. Well, to add to that, at the time, I don't know like how the advertising, if there's an advertising body in the United Kingdom or the United States. However, at the time they didn't showcase that they were advertising something. So to that, yes, a lot of people made a lot of money during the COVID time, but then maybe a year afterwards, there's that like, oh, you're trying to sell me something. So that's to add to your point. So then people then catch on. It's just like,
because you look at the Hollywood stars that are popping now or still popping, I don't hear a lot from them. You look at your Leos, your Denzels. I only listen to them when a film's coming out, or I only hear from them when a film's coming out. Tom Cruise as well. But it goes back to these people are also very talented. The talent is at the forefront of what they're doing. It's just so interesting. There's so many layers to it. It's people don't have as much money at the moment, or we're seeing a lot of people struggling. So to now see celebrities be able to live in opulence and spend the way that they do, it's probably put people off them even more, and the Hollywood brand. They're all in their high tower thinking, wow, why is this not working, or we're putting this out? It's because good story, at least for entertainment anyway, good storytelling, good songs is not being put at the forefront. It's trying to catch, and this is a age-old thing, but even more so now, it's trying to catch a vibe, it's trying to catch a single, it's trying to bandwagon on a message. Just the pure entertainment of it just ain't there. You know what I mean? I look at the Lord of the Rings films. Those three are considered a classic. Could have been in our last episode where we talked about films that a certain demographic gasses up. But when you look at it, those films are quality.
Yeah.
And that's what will shine through. It's just interesting to see the downfall. And I think, situations like what we're seeing with Diddy now is just the tip of the iceberg.
I blame Cat Williams for all of this.
Hey, listen, 2024 is the year of the truth.
I blame Cat Williams for all of this.
Because Diddy want to party, and you have to tell him no.
All these big
was
dick
right.
deviants.
Getting exposed this year.
Yo,
Listen, and
What
has been
what
the
I
same
can
since
say
then.
about Diddy and the whole thing. This is where like my realization for like Hollywood and celebrity lifestyle really hit hard. Like the epiphany hit hard. So remember when Talisa got caught with cocaine
Talisa from
Yeah.
N-Dubs.
from N-Dubs?
Okay, go on.
So I told my dad, I was like she's single, like she's making money, like why is she gonna get caught? My dad said, some of these people are lying. I'm like, they're lying. It's like, yeah, man, they're lying. And then when that thought hit my head and I understood it, I was like, oh, okay, cool. So then now you have a bunch of people trying to sell stuff, like sell things all the time. Now you have people who are trying to basically secure the bag with the political affiliations and so on and so forth. Now you have a bunch of people going to Diddy's party for networking and baby oil.
1,000 bottles of baby oil is insane, by the way.
I still can't understand how.
Where do you store it? I mean, there is that theory.
100 bottles? If we're
I don't
good,
even know that. What does 1,000 bottles look like? I think that's this room, you know.
I don't think they even.
it's a pallet, bro.
It's the pallet.
It's a pallet. Maybe
Oh,
even
he's
3
a
M's.
sick boy.
Maybe 2 meters high.
Yeah, man. Throw him under the jail.
You see what his lawyer said? Because he gets it from Costco. His lawyer's fighting for his life. When someone said, do you know what? If you were his lawyer and you had to explain why someone had 1,000 bottles of baby oil, you'd probably have the same reaction.
Yeah, it's peak.
He's there to get paid, man. That's it, man.
How
But
much
anyways,
are they
yeah,
getting
it's like
paid?
even that in itself, like you've seen some videos, some theories that have been like, oh, some roles you have to perform a sexual ritual in order to get that sort of thing. Like you may have to give up. Like some ladies, they may have to do certain things. Some guys may have to do certain things. So like out there, if you have to make money, you have to make money. So then when it comes to the aspect of do they really care about you? No.
No.
Some men are there to survive and survive only. And then you have the top tier A-listers where like they are making bank anyways. So
I think the general public have just clocked on now.
yeah,
that's it,
they've
that
all
is
clocked
it.
on,
Enlightened to this.
and
stuff.
it's like, okay,
And it's no longer selling.
No.
I'm very interested to see what happened. As
Me
in,
too.
what... Because we'll still want films, TV shows, and music. But what happens? Is it we demand more from our artists, or yeah, I'm just interested to see the relationship that happens now between, I don't want to say celebrities and celebrities and the consumer and Hollywood in general. Interested to see how that evolves, because even things I look back now and I see stuff. And I think, I would have cared about that before. Like even something as simple as the MTV Movie Awards, I would have at least had an interest in who wins that stuff. Now I don't give a fuck. Like maybe it also might be an age thing, but I don't feel people are checking for those events the way they used to.
like pandemic really shut that down.
100. Yeah.
Like it really shut it down because like we would watch that,
Yeah.
you know, and like we would adore that. Maybe it's not even age.
I think it just goes back to,
it's
that was
not
a really
even
good
age.
point. We just become more
We
wise
know
to
that,
it.
man.
Yeah.
And the quality's been down for a minute, and people know that now. So it just takes a couple of talented people to
Yeah.
really spearhead a new generation of things and
Agreed.
change. So we'll see where we land.
We will. All right. Choose your music. Mine is I Did It First by
What's going
Raging.
on?
no.
He telling me. What's going on?
Is it? Oh, Did It First by Ice Spice and Central C. He's on a roll for me recently. I don't know why I keep liking his music, because
Central C?
some of it's mid, but the boy, fair enough, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick a song by Leon Thomas called "Vibes Don't Lie." He's got a really good project out called Mutt. You should listen to it.
M-U-T.
M-U-T-T. Mutt.
That's a crazy name for an album.
It is.
What's the backstory behind that?
Just a dog on the front cover of the album.
Do you know whose song is really good, but it doesn't seem like it's moving? Poser Puppies.
Yes, it came out a couple of days ago. My friend's working on it. Shouts out to Artie. She helped with the video and everything. Yeah, it's doing well. She says that people, like the kids, don't love it though because of his flow. Because it's like more grime.
But that's
flow
what I
and
thought. And do you know what?
We like it more.
Yeah. That was for me.
Yeah. The TikTok kids don't like it, which is funny.
Oh, that's a shame. Nah, he's really going on that.
Yeah, shouts out.
I mean, the one that needs to switch it up, times are ticking, is Kyra Keys. I don't know if you man have heard him.
I've heard of him. And I
To
think
me,
he's okay,
it's
I
like-
guess. He's
yeah.
alright.
Huh?
For years.
He's been doing his thing for a while, but like he's blown up this year.
Wait,
Significantly.
are we talking about the guy from
Oh, are you? No.
white guy from Thing?
No.
Oh,
Not that
okay.
one. I know who you're.
Yeah. I thought he was thinking of Coco Bangs.
I don't know what happened to Coco Bang.
Yeah, one song.
Yeah, man. What's your choice?
Having Our Way featuring Drake.
Oh, what a song.
Yeah.
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 All right. Men Chat Podcast episode 261. Let's get out of here. Let's get
Okay.
out of. Let's get fucking daddle.
What are you doing in London?